Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. So it's been a while since I made a video and I'm very excited to get back to the process. I actually really missed not making a video, but I have been so busy in the last few days that forget about making a video, I've had barely enough time to even study. So actually I had decided that I would pull an all-nighter yesterday, but I was so tired by almost 2:30 in the night that I just couldn't stay up and then I fell asleep. But then yes, I did wake up a little earlier than I would have otherwise. So, I kind of tried to make up for it, but it's of course never gonna be enough, right? Anyways, back to today's video. Today's video is part of the series What Toppers Do Not Tell Us. And today I'm talking about determining your strengths. Now, whenever you listen to toppers talks, or even if you go and speak to some UPSC civil services mentor, they generally tell you that you need to know what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and you need to work accordingly so that you strengthen your strengths and you make sure that your weaknesses are minimized. While this is a very useful advice, it is important to understand that if you are an extreme beginner, you might not be able to know your strengths or your weaknesses early on. I'll explain what I mean by that. When I decided that I was going to prepare for the civil services exam, I actually got the same advice that I should know what my strengths are and then I should know what my weaknesses are. And then I should work in this manner. And so I immediately dove into determining what my strengths and weaknesses were. While I couldn't exactly determine what my strengths would be at the time, but I was very sure that geography and polity would be my big weakness. I felt that I would be a little bit more comfortable with environment and ecology because the syllabus said that you do not need a subject specialization, and I used to really enjoy reading about sustainability and sustainable development and climate change, and I've written certain articles on that. So I was very confident that that should not be that difficult for me. And I also thought that history would not be very difficult for me because I really enjoy reading stories. History was one of my favorite subjects when I was in school till 10th standard. And so, I was pretty confident about history and environment, but I was extremely not confident about economy and geography and polity. And so I was very scared picking those subjects up. The first book that I picked up to read for my preparation for civil services exam was History Class 6 NCERT. It was ancient history book, and it was so difficult for me because yes, I had read a little bit about Harappan civilization and everything, but I realized that back in school I was not that attentive student. I guess I actually just mugged up and remembered it till the time of exam and then immediately forgot everything after that, because that there's no other way I could explain my ignorance towards history at that level. So when I started reading the 6th class NCERT, it was so difficult for me that even the 6th class NCERT I couldn't finish it even in like 20-25 days. And I was feeling that if I am not able to do a subject which I thought that would be my strength, how would I ever be able to do something which is not going to be my strength, something like maybe geography or polity. I was very unconfident about the entire project that I had taken up at that time. But I had luckily listened to one of the toppers who said that I should sign up for a test series. Now, honestly, it was not a very great advice to join a test series when you are as prepared as I was at that time, which is nothing at all. It actually did not do that good, but one thing that it did teach me was that I understood cannot determine my strengths just by some preconceived notion about my personality that I had when I was in school. I have grown up and I am a different person now. And the first test, actually, I am saying this because the first test that I actually attempted was of polity. And just before attempting it, I actually just went through a little bit of whatever. It was a very sectional test, so I just went through the topics and I found them quite interesting, which I was not finding in history, which I thought that I would. But I found polity very interesting, and I attempted that test and I actually scored also quite decently, much better than I thought that I would. And so I realized that I was so wrong about deciding what my strengths were based on some preconceived notions about my personality. I immediately felt that, polity is going to be my strength and history is not going to be my strength, it's going to be my weakness. And so I started preparing in that direction. I got so excited about it that at one point I just decided, forget everything else. I'm just going to keep my optional also as Pol Science and International Relations, because I think that, I really enjoy that and I'm good at it. Now my optional still is that, and I am sticking by it. I do like it. But there was this one time in between when I had fumbled on that decision as well, because my another strongest weakness that I had felt was of geography. And I found this amazing teacher on, not just on Unacademy, of course Sudarshan sir on Unacademy is amazing, but I also watched certain videos of, for example, Rishikesh Dudhat sir, and he is also so good at explaining geography that I suddenly started feeling, what was so difficult about this subject, and I felt this is my strength. I liked it so much that at one point I decided, should I switch my optional to geography? I took it so seriously that I even ordered some of the books. I looked up through the material, and I just, I was just going through all of that, very thoroughly. I was taking it very seriously. I had, in fact, decided to change my optional. I didn't though, because I felt that at the day, and yes, while it has become a little bit of my strength and I really enjoy reading geography as well, but I am not very scientific. I don't have that much of inclination towards science anymore. And so, I think I was much better suited with Pol Science and International Relations. So, I kind of stuck to that later on eventually. But that's what I'm trying to say, that, if I had completely written off these two subjects as my weaknesses, turned out that those are the two of my strongest subjects today. And I'm not saying that saying it in a way that they are so strong because I worked so hard towards it. Yes, I have worked hard, but I have worked equally hard for history as well. I've worked equally hard for economy as well, or for environment. But these were my strongest subjects because of my changed personality, because of the kind of person that I've grown up into. And that is something that you will never understand before you start reading things. So all I'm trying to say here is, do not decide what your strengths are or what your weaknesses are based on some sort of preconceived notions. Unless you have read through the material, unless you have experienced it, unless you have tried to solve some questions, please do not decide what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. And accordingly, after you decide that, then only you please decide what optional you want to take. So that was my video for today, guys. I hope you find it helpful, and if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel so that we can all study together for UPSC Civil Services exam and help each other out. And do share the video with somebody who you think that they might be struggling with a decision like this. Thank you so much for watching the video.